Snow fell softly under the golden glow of streetlights. A little girl, no older than 7, stood outside a grand department store, her nose pink from the cold. She pressed a small handwritten letter against the glass window display. Inside, warm lights shimmered over Christmas decorations, perfect trees, perfect families. But outside, she stood alone. Her voice trembled. Please, just this one wish. Behind her, a man watched quietly, tired eyes, worn coat, hands shoved deep into his pockets. Her father. He looked like a man who had already lost too much. And inside the store, a woman noticed everything. She didn't know it yet. But that moment would change all 3 of their lives forever. Clara Bennett was the kind of woman people admired, but never truly knew. Elegant, successful, CEO of a luxury retail brand in London. Her life was structured, controlled, flawless on the surface. But behind the glass walls of her office, there was silence. No laughter, no family dinners, no one waiting for her at home. She had built everything, yet somehow she had nothing. Christmas used to mean something to her once. Before loss, before heartbreak. Now, it was just another season to survive. Until she saw that little girl. Daniel Hayes was a single father. Life hadn't been kind to him. After losing his wife 3 years ago, everything changed. The hospital bills, the sleepless nights, the quiet house filled with memories. He worked 2 jobs, yet it was never enough. But his daughter, Lily, was his world. Her laughter was the only light left in his life. This Christmas, she had one wish. Not toys, not clothes, just one thing. Daddy, I want Christmas to feel like it used to. And that was the one thing he couldn't give her. Clara stepped outside the store, her heels crunching softly against the snow. Excuse me, she said gently. Lily turned, her eyes wide. Clara crouched down to her level. I saw your letter. Who is it for? Lily hesitated. Santa, but I think he forgot our address this year. Daniel stepped forward, slightly defensive. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to. It's all right, Clara interrupted softly. Their eyes met. There was something about him. Not wealth, not status, but something real. Something broken, yet strong. Clara looked back at Lily. What if I could help Santa this year? Lily's eyes lit up. Really? Clara smiled, a genuine smile she hadn't felt in years. Yes, really. Clara invited them into the store. What began as a simple act of kindness quickly became something more. She arranged gifts, decorations, even a small Christmas tree for their modest home. But Daniel felt uneasy. This is too much, he said one evening. Clara shook her head. It's just Christmas. No, he replied quietly. People like you don't just do things like this. His words stung. People like you. She had heard it all her life. Cold, rich, untouchable. But Daniel didn't know her story. And she didn't know his. Over the following weeks. Something unexpected happened. Clara kept coming back. Not for charity, but for them. Decorating the tree. Lily laughed as she placed ornaments unevenly. Daniel watched, smiling softly. Clara stood beside him. You're good with her, she said. She's all I have, he replied. A pause. And you? He asked. Clara looked away. I had someone once. That was all she said. They walked through a quiet park. Snow falling. Lily running ahead. Clara slipped slightly. Daniel caught her. For a moment, they were too close. Too real. Too dangerous. They baked cookies together. Flour everywhere. Laughter filled the room. Clara hadn't laughed like that in years. And Daniel hadn't seen someone bring joy into his home like this since his wife passed. Feelings crept in quietly. Clara found herself staying longer. Daniel found himself waiting for her. And Lily. Lily had already made up her mind. Daddy, she whispered one night. I think she's our Christmas miracle. Daniel didn't respond. Because part of him believed it too. And that terrified him. A few days before Christmas, everything changed. Daniel discovered the truth. Clara wasn't just a kind stranger. She was a powerful CEO, the very company that had recently bought the building where Daniel worked, and planned to shut it down. Taking his job with it, Daniel confronted her. "You knew." His voice was sharp. Clara froze. What? "My workplace. Your company. We are losing everything." "I didn't know it was you," she said, shaken. "That's the problem," he replied. "You never know. Because people like us. We don't matter." The words hit harder than anything before. Lily watched from the doorway, tears in her eyes. "Are you leaving?" She whispered to Clara. Clara couldn't answer. And that silence broke everything. Clara left. Christmas lights blurred through her tears as she walked alone through the city. For the first time in years, her perfect world felt empty, because now she knew what she had lost. On Christmas Eve, Clara made a decision. She walked into her boardroom. "For once," she said firmly, "we are not choosing profit. We are choosing people." She cancelled the closure, saved hundreds of jobs, including Daniel's. But she didn't tell him, because this time, she wasn't doing it to be seen. She was doing it for him. Christmas morning, Daniel sat quietly as Lily opened her gifts. But something was missing. Her smile wasn't the same. There was a knock on the door. Daniel opened it. Clara stood there, snow falling behind her. "I didn't come to fix things," she said softly. "I came to tell you the truth. I should have told you before." Daniel stepped aside. "Come in." Lily ran to her, hugging her tightly. "I knew you'd come back." Clara knelt, tears in her eyes. "I kept my promise, didn't I?" Daniel watched them. His heart softened. "You saved the jobs," he said quietly. Clara nodded. "I didn't do it for the company." A pause. "I did it because you reminded me what matters." Daniel stepped closer. "I was angry," he admitted, "but not because of your job." Clara looked up. "Because I was scared." "Of what?" "Of losing you, before I even had you." Silence. Then, Clara whispered, "You don't have to lose me." A year later, same street, same snow, but everything was different. Lily ran ahead, laughing. Daniel stood beside Clara, holding her hand. A small ring glimmered softly. Their home was warm, full, alive. And this time, Christmas didn't feel like something lost. It felt like something found. Sometimes, the greatest Christmas wish isn't something you receive. It's someone who chooses to stay. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For more emotional love stories every week. Tell us, do you believe in Christmas miracles?